Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now in this video I'd like to talk about one of my all-time favourite Stephen King novels, and that novel is Salem's Lot. Now this is a fantastic story. You know, it's really good take on the vampire theme. You know, it's just one of Stephen King's greatest novels. You know, it's right up there with Misery, Carrie, Pet Sematary, you know, in my book. So yeah, I'll just read you the blurb of this book just to give you an idea if you haven't read it. Almost overnight, the population of Salem's Lot has gone from 1,319 to nothing, at least to nothing human. Thousands of miles from the small New England town of Salem's Lot, two terrified people still share the secrets of those clapboard houses and tree-lined streets. One is an 11-year-old boy who never speaks. Only his eyes betray the grotesque events he has witnessed. The other is a man with recurring nightmares of a placid little township transformed into a tableau of relenting horror. A man who knows that soon he and the boy must return to Salem's Lot for a final confrontation with the unspeakable evil that lives on there. So yeah guys, fine read, you know, a tremendous novel by Stephen King. It's I would say, like, I give it an analogy, you could say like it's Dracula in modern day America, as I believe Stephen King once described it. You know, so the vampire in this Barlow, I mean, in many ways he has virtually all the aspects of Count Dracula, you know, Bram Stoker's immortal creation. And he's just always just a real creepy vampire. And then you've got the main protagonist, Ben Mears, you know, the writer who comes to Salem's Lot and that, you know, and then you've got the business with the Marston house and that, you know, and it's and people gradually getting turned into vampires and that. I like the TV movie what they did in 1979 with David Soul as Ben Mears. That was a really good adaptation of Stephen King's classic vampire story. I did not care for the remake that, you know, a couple of years later. I did not like that at all. I think it was Rutger Hauer played Barlow, if my memory serves me correctly. But anyway, yeah, I did not like that second remake, but the one with David Soul is just absolutely awesome, and I've got that in my Blu-ray collection, watched it many times, and yeah, so yeah, in the end, there's only really one difference to that, to the vampire in Stephen King's novel, because in Stephen King's novel, Barlow was more like a Dracula type character, like he's like in human form and that, you know, and whereas in the 1979 TV adaptation, he's more, the vampire Barlow is more akin to Nosferatu, you know, like, you know, the vampire that was in the old silent one with Max Schreck, because he's got a baldy head and he's got pointed ears, like, and, you know, razor sharp fangs and a black cloak. Well, God, is he scary. I mean, I think he's, after Christopher Lee, I think he's the next scariest vampire in, you know, in vampire movie history. Yeah, fantastic movie, fantastic novel. Yeah, and the characters, like Stephen King, really evokes the atmosphere like of an American town, like, you know, on the brink of it, or an abominable horror, you know, and the way he describes the vampires, you know, the people become vampires, like the children on the school bus, you know, and all the other townsfolk and that, you know, and it is a really creepy novel. As I say, is in many ways it's similar to, you know, Dracula by Bram Stoker, and I love Salem's Lot. I think it's one of Stephen King's finest stories, and I've had this edition for quite a few years, like, you know, I just love it and that, you know, and it's just got a high readability factor. And as I say, the 1979 movie with David Soul has got a high rewatchability factor. So yeah, absolutely love Salem's Lot, I really do. One of Stephen King's finest horror stories. Yeah. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, you know, please feel free to subscribe, and also you can check out my website and that, you know, and as I say, yeah, so yeah, Salem's Lot, one of the greatest horror novels I've ever read, one of Stephen King's finest works. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video.